Have you ever seen a person where it seems as if they are just struggling? No matter how hard they work, they will continue to struggle. They work so hard, but they have absolutely nothing to show for it. I mean, they work 10, 20, 30 years at the most hardworking job, barely get to spend time with their family, and they still find themselves struggling to pay bills or barely able to take a vacation or barely able to buy something to eat. Then you have some people where it seems as if they do one thing, they create one business venture and success is just following them. No matter where they go, they are making thousands, millions, hundreds of millions, billions of dollars. They make it look so easy. Now, why is that? I believe creating money is a game, and you have to know how to play the game. If you want to create generational wealth, you have to learn how money works. You cannot think, you can't work for money, but you have to have money to work for you. You have to use money as a tool. You have to have the mindset of thinking that money is your slave and that you are not a slave for money. This is what separates the rich from the poor. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to build wealth from scratch. Whether you feel like you have a skill and you want to learn how to use it, or you feel like you have little to no skills and you don't even know where to begin. We are going to be talking about all about how to build wealth from scratch. Now, number one, invest into your skills. I think many people struggle with this because they have a skill and they know that they can make a lot of money from it, but they just act like they don't know where to start. Invest into your skills. Go to the library, buy some books that would help you on how to actually invest in your skills and make money from the things that you know how to do. Whether you know how different plays for a game like Madden. I know this person, he literally makes millions of dollars creating playbooks for the Madden video game. It doesn't matter what you know how to do. You have to learn how to invest in it and identify, hey, do a lot of people have this problem? If they do have this problem, I need to be able to learn how to solve their problem with the skill that I can use and monetize that skill. So whether you decide to get into trading or you decide to sell something online, invest into your skills. You don't have to have a big bank account. I know some of you may be like saying, okay, well, I do have like money, but I don't know what to do with the money that I have. Invest more. You don't know too much. You don't know it all. Get a mentor. Get someone that can help you with the skills that you have to be able to scale your business. Or like I said, even if you don't have much money, go to the library and figure out ways to invest. Whether you want to get into digital marketing, like find ways to invest into your skills to make you money so that you're no longer in a state where you just, oh my gosh, I have no money, I have skills, and you're just sitting on the skills. There are so many people that are in this world where they are so talented, but because they have not decided to invest into their skills, we may never know these people. There's a lot of wealthy people in this world, and I promise you, they are not smarter than you. They just invested into a skill that they knew, or even if they didn't have any skills, they decided to learn a skill and they used it to their advantage and they monetized those skills. Number two, some of you guys may not like this. If you don't have any money right now, this is the time while you are investing into your skills. or you may not be where you want to be. This is the time. I'm saying it right now. This is the time where you have to have a budget. There should be no reason why you don't have $1 million in your bank account. You don't even have $100,000 in your bank account, or you couldn't even pay for a $1,500 medical emergency. There is no reason why you do not have a budget in your life. You should not just be spending money on fast food restaurants or spending your money on unnecessary clothes, but you need to create a budget. What does creating a budget look like? You need to write down all your expenses, necessary expenses, whether it's car insurance, phone bill. Make sure that you are cutting out all unnecessary expenses, especially while you're in the process of investing into your skills. Because while you are investing into your skills, you do have to invest into yourself while you're investing into your skills, while you are trying to become that person or create wealth for your family. You have to invest. So when you're investing or you're going through the process of becoming a millionaire or becoming a billionaire or becoming the 1%, during this process, you have to do things that you don't want to do to get to the things that you would love, to get to the dream life. That means you can't eat fast food. That means you shouldn't be at the mall buying the latest shoes or the latest boots or the latest clothes or designer clothes if you know that you couldn't even buy it 5 times. I would say this is a time where you have to invest into yourself and cut back on things that just don't matter. Don't buy things from TikTok shop that you don't really need, but you're trying to just satisfy your flesh. This is not the time. In the past, you have been able to buy things that you want, and guess what? Look at you, still broke, watching this video, trying to learn how to build wealth. Or you may be in a stage where you were able to generate wealth and you lost it all. And now you're in this stage where you're trying to just build it back up. If this is you right now, you have to create a budget. You have to make decisions in your life that you may not want to make, but you know it's going to be profitable for you, especially in the future, to be able to reach the goal or to be able to reach your dream life that you once used to live. For example, you want to take a vacation and you've already taken 4 or 5 vacations that year, but you know you had to pay your employees. I think it would be wise to say to not take that vacation and instead make sure that you have enough money in your company to be able to pay your employees. This is what I mean with budgeting. I know that we want to reach a status of financial freedom, but we have to be smart with our money. We have to learn how to invest and how to use our money so that when we do reach a point in our life where we literally don't have to look at our bank account to make certain decisions in our life, you're going to be thankful that you made those sacrifices and those hard decisions in your life before to be able to get to that point where you are finally financially free. Last but not least, you have to leverage the power of compounding, meaning investing a smaller amount of money and learning how to build that money up, have that money working for you, whether it's real estate, whether it is trading, whether it is investing into your small business. You want to learn how to compound. You want to learn, okay, I just invested $100. And some way, somehow this year, I've been able to generate $1 million. I see so many people online on Vogue or Forbes that have interviews and they have this massive success story of how they literally invested $100 and they made $1 million, or they invested $1,000 and made $10 million. Like, this is what I want to understand. You have to learn how to compound. You have to learn how to build that money. Like, for example, you invested $100 and you got $1,000 back. Now let's focus on you investing $200 to make $10,000, or investing $10,000 to make $100,000, or investing $100,000 to make $10 million. Like, you have to learn this skill, and it's a skill. It's not something that you would never be able to learn I said some of the most wealthiest people, they are wealthy because they learned this skill. They invested in this skill, whether they read books, whether they mentored, whether they knew somebody who was wealthy and they asked them questions. Go out there. Learn the skill of learn the skill of how to invest a little amount of money and turn it into something big, turn it into something massive so that you can build your legacy. You can build an empire. Like I promise you, there are some people that, were born with this gift and they just know how to be wealthy. But there are some people that they weren't born with it. They had to learn. One thing that my husband said to me is, every skill that somebody knows how to do, whether it's painting nails, whether it's doing hair, some people, they weren't born with it. They learned the skill, even if they were naturally good at it at first. They had to become better. And how did they become better? They became better by investing into their skills, whether they watched videos, whether they read books, whether they had a mentor, whether they had someone literally teach them hands-on learning. They perfected that skill. So I want you to be motivated. I think the whole point of me making this video is for you to be motivated to know that there is nothing that you cannot learn in this life. You can learn how to build wealth. You can learn how to invest in your skills. You can learn how to budget. It's going to be hard, but you have to say no. You can learn how to invest a small amount of money and generate into millions upon tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. It's a skill that you can learn. The question is, that last $100 that you have, are you gonna spend it on food, on pizza, on Uber Eats, on Uber, DoorDash? Are you gonna invest into your skills? Are you gonna buy a $20 book? Are you gonna go invest $10 to go to a library and get a book to help invest into your skills? Are you gonna buy that course that is gonna help you and not listen to people online that say, oh, that stupid course, it makes no sense? Invest into yourself. I promise you, the amount of billionaires that are in this world, they are billionaires because they decided to invest in themselves, whether they used it for good or whether they used it for evil. At the end of the day, they still invested into themselves. So I really pray that this video encourages you and that you actually get up out of the bed and you say, you know what, I'm gonna invest into my skills. You know what, I am going to build wealth from scratch. No matter what no one says, no matter if no one in my family has done it, and I'm gonna be the first to do it. And when somebody asks me, hey, how did you do it? I'm gonna tell them the way that I did it and how I didn't take no for an answer. Some of you guys may have invested a little bit and somebody told you no, and now you are bummed out. Don't let that no turn you away, but instead, just keep going. It's not gonna be a smooth sailing journey, but it's gonna be well worth it at the end. I hope this video encouraged you. Stay blessed. Goodbye for now.